I am trying to flip this at the moment. Flipping's all about the journey and making some dollars, of course. Today's episode, we are looking at flipping this HX35, Holset HX35 turbo. I bought this, 4 years ago as a project for my Saab over there. But it just wouldn't fit, the dimensions were just too big, especially the, gently turn that over. The compressor inlet here, that's 4 inches. There was no room in front of the Saab. I only paid $350 for this. I drove 4 hours to Coffs Harbour, New South Wales to grab it. Anyway, the objective with this is, as I said, it's just sitting here, it's money sitting in my shelves. That's what the whole idea is with the channel, is basically want to get rid of stuff, buy stuff, fix it and flip it. I bought another Holset turbo for the Saab, and it was the older version of this called a H1C. This had a nice, clean, brand new, no carbon buildup on it, hot side. Now that I took off from here and married it to the H1C that is on the, where is it, the Saab. Now I'm going to mate the Marine H1C hot side to the existing turbo Schra, they call it, is it, I think? Holset turbos are very robust and built to spool very quickly. Well, they spool for diesels, but in a petrol motor, on all the forums I read over the years, they spool amazingly well for their size. So this is equivalent, this can get you about 700 horsepower. I think we'll sit around the 500 to be happy. That's still a project waiting to be finished. So I'll take you outside and show you what I'm doing with the hot side. This is the hot side off the baby brother of the turbo I originally bought. So we've got the HX35 in there, but this is the hot side off the H1C. The H1C went onto the Saab, and it got the hot side from the HX. I just swapped the hot sides. This, however, being a marine turbo, is used, and there's no moving component on this, so it's not actually bad. It just looks bad because it's just pitted from salt water, I guess. Let's have a look at it. Back on my trusty paint table workbench outside here. So it was all rusted up. I soaked it in degreaser and vinegar and stuff. Cleaned up quite nicely. So I've given this 2 coats of, what do we got? High heat ceramic. Give another quick coat on this side before I flip it. I'm not trying to hide anything. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want a big ugly rusty thing under the bonnet of my car. So I've taped up the holes. That's the exhaust side. That's your dump pipe. And I've plugged the hole up here with a rag, and I've covered all of the screw holes so that we don't fill it with paint. This stuff dries pretty bloody quick too. So that's 3 coats. That'll be beautiful. I'll let that dry and we'll flip it and paint the remainder. Give the camera work when I'm trying to paint and film. Alrighty, here's our first coat. I won't show you every coat. We know how to paint something, don't we? Alright, let's get this tape off. Come on. Okay. Done. It's nice and clean. Nice and clean there, that'll do. So let's make the 2. So we're going to flip this down onto the dump pipe side. We've got a nice little, so there's a chamfered, very slightly chamfered rebate in there, and on the turbo we can see it just here. That's just here, this little bit here. So that's didn't fit properly before, but I've ground this out with the wire brush, and now I'm going to slot that in and do it all up. Jeez, these are heavy bloody turbos. These are the plates. Very, very clever. It's just a simple plate, a split plate. You can see the other side over there. That's going to sit along this edge, and it'll sit on the the center lip here and pull that down into the exhaust hot side. So I'll do that now. Let's get this center one in. That should hold it in place. Let me get this one in here. So I won't nip it all the way down. So I buttoned that turbo up nice and tight. I didn't have any footage of that. It looked great with the black ceramic coating on the hot side. We whacked her onto Gumtree, and within 2 days we had a buyer. We sold it for $650, which was pretty good. The young gentleman didn't want to be seen, so I didn't do any video of that. He was using it for a Nissan project, a big diesel project, which was great. Today's episode was a little bit different. It's just not always cars. I do like to flip a few other bits and pieces. Still car relevant, I guess. If you enjoyed what you see, please consider subscribing, and we'll catch you again next time on Flip My Ride. Ciao.